What's up, troopers? My name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video of the best weapons in Battlefield 2042 update 2.1. I've always been so excited every time there's a new update because these videos do absolutely amazing and you guys love them so much. I'm so happy to just make these type of content. It's really nice to see you guys just absolutely crushing it on the battlefield using these class setup. Before we get into the video, troopers, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Do you know nearly 77% of people who watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel? 77%. That is a lot. So if you are in that 77%, seriously, you need to subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss out. This is the best opportunity and the best time to subscribe to the channel to get all these guide videos so you do not miss out. And of course, leave a like on the video. You guys absolutely crush it. Let's crush for like 500 likes because we can actually do it with these videos. So let's do 500 likes for this video. Starting off, we are starting with the PBX-45. I like this SMG. It's really one of the SMGs what can just play style of an AR and an SMG together. The rate of fire is 850 and these are the attachments what I use. So I use the dot sight, and for a little bit of longer range I actually use this. Then when it comes to the magazine, we use the close quarter combat, and then we use this one here, the standard issue extended mag, and then we use the standard issue. And when it comes to grip, I love using the LWG grip. It also really works out well when you're using McKay because you can move faster while ADSing. And then I actually use the Warhawk right here for that better recoil control. The next weapon we are talking about, the K30. The K30 is probably one of the biggest fan favorites in the SMG class, and this is the class what I like to use with this gun. So we use this dot sight here, and for a little bit of extra range I use this sight, the TV2X. Then we go with the drum mag, then the extend mag, and then the high powered extended. Then of course the LWG grip, and then we use this one here for the better recoil control. You have to make sure you use this muzzle because you really want to, because when it comes to these gunfights with the K30, sometimes you can actually try to compete in medium range. So you really want to make sure that recoil control is dead on that target. And the most recent weapon what has just came into the all-out warfare is the P90. The P90 is very basic. There's not a lot with this weapon, so I'll just show it really quick. So this is what I use. So I use the dot sight, and then we use this one here, and then sometimes the iron sight. Iron sight is kind of called a P90. And with these two, you can use whatever one you really want to. It actually doesn't even change anything, so I don't know if that's a bug. That is what I use right here. And then we of course go with the laser sight. The fan favorite weapon, the M5A3 in the assault class. Everyone loves this gun. I always see so many people use it. It's definitely the go-to AR when it comes to competitive play as well, and this is the class setup you guys should be using. So I go with the dot sight right here. Then I've been messing about with this one just because of the new skin I've been using, but I kind of like this though because I've been using it probably the most because it can do up to that 3 times or that 1.5. And then sometimes I just mess about with this. A weapon like this I don't really treat as anything longer than just a medium range gunfight, but overall this gun is just absolutely amazing. Of course you want to use the close quarter combat, then the extended mags, and then the standard issue. And this is the grip I use right here. The reason why I don't use the LWG grip with this one is because it shoots really fast and the recoil control is very nice, but you don't want to mess this up. If you are having that medium range gunfight, you can mess this up quite easily, so I like to make sure I'm staying on target, and especially when it comes to that rate of fire, because I use this one here and it makes the gun shoot really quick. And even when you use this anyway, it's no biggie because if you use McKay, you can still move faster while ADSing. And my favorite weapon in the game is the AK-24. I've just loved this gun. It took me a while to actually get used to this weapon. It really did. It wasn't the greatest at the start, but now it's just absolutely amazing. I've loved it for the last 6 months, and it's probably one of my favorite weapons is the AK-24. It's just such a good weapon overall. For close quarter combat, medium range, and you can do pretty well at that long range. So I use the dot sight, and then we go with this one right here, and then we go with this extended mag, drum mag, and then the high powered extended. Then we use the LWG grip, and then I actually use this one here because the recoil control is really nice with this weapon overall, and because the rate of fire is a lot more slower as a 650, I can control the recoil a lot more easier. So I use this one right here, and I've been doing absolutely amazing with it. And a weapon what I know a lot of people like using is the SFAR. A lot of people say so far this weapon is the meta when it comes to Battlefield 2042 assault rifles. And this is the class setup I use for this weapon. So we use this one here, then I use this one for the range. It really is a personal preference. I haven't really used this much, but I kind of like it. That's why I use it. Then we go with the standard issue, because the reason why I like using the standard issue is because that recoil control, reload speed, and rate of fire. Then we go with the drum mag, and then we do the high high powered. Then I use this one here, and then we use this one right there. It's basically the same thing as the AK because the rate of fire is exactly the same. And a weapon I've been very pleased with ever since they fixed it, because its headshot multiplier was completely wrong and it was doing SMGs, but now it's really good, and that is the AM40. This weapon performs like an SMG, but it is an assault class because it does perform like assault class right now, and that's really good. Before it didn't, but now it really does. So I use the dot sight. As I said, this weapon I treat it like an SMG, so I try to not focus too much anything over the medium range. Then it's the drum mag, and then we go with the high powered extended, and then this one right here. Then when we go to the grip, I like use this one here because the thing is sometimes you might have to compete with certain enemies who may be going a little bit further away from medium range. So I like to make sure I'm on my target. And then with this one here, the rate of fire is a little bit higher, so it's a little bit tricky to control the recoil here and there, but after you get used to it, you'll do really good. I'm only going to be talking about one weapon in the LMG class, and let's be real, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We are basically talking about the no recoil LMG, and this is the class setup I use for it. So we use this one here, this one for the little bit more of the further range, then we go with the standard issue extended mag, then we go with the high powered, and then we do the standard issue. Then I use the grip because this weapon is just absolutely amazing even for close range, so I like to make sure I'm moving around really quick. And then we use this one here to help me control that recoil a little bit more better. We have to talk about the one dominated weapon in the DMR class is the BSV-M. Everyone loves using this weapon. Sometimes it can get quite annoying, especially for its high powered rounds, but it's really nice. Even if you don't want to use this high powered rounds, you can run around nitty gritty with its normal magazines. So this is the class setup I use for this weapon. So the sights I use this one here, and then I actually use this one, and when I'm using my high powered rounds, it's mainly for hardcore, but I could use it here and there for normal core multiplayer. Then we use this one here. Then when it comes to the magazines, we use this one, then we go with this one right here, and then of course the high powered rounds. This is the one you basically want to be using. This is really good when it comes to just a TTK DMR. Then we use the LWG grip, and then we use this one here. Then when it comes to high powered bullets, I like to use this one for helping me get a little bit more better range. And the last weapon we are talking about is probably the best shotgun in the game. Well, let's be real, there's only two shotguns, but we all know that this is the one shotgun what everyone will probably be using until this game cycle is completely done, and that is the 12M auto shotgun. Everyone loves using this, and it's really deadly, super deadly, and this is the class setup you want to be using for this weapon. So we go with this one here, then it comes to this one, then that, and then this, and you've got to use that laser sight because this weapon's really good for that close quarter combat, and you'll be quite surprised how well you can actually do a little bit more further than that. And then we use this one for the perfect balance. And there we go, troopers. That is the best weapons in Battlefield 2042 Update 2.1. Thank you very much for all the amazing love you gave on the channel. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the Pink Wig Army, and I see you, troopers, in the next video. Peace.